start the drive. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. So the holding call on the offense will back them up 10, and they'll try it again. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Boy, Chris, just watching this first play, this battle at the line of scrimmage in such a big game is going to be fascinating and go a long way in determining who wins this game.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Catch made on the out route. Defense surrounds it. Just a short gain on that completion.
Really good defenses put an emphasis on winning the early down. That means holding your own on first and second down, so you force the offense to consistently have to try on third and long. That's exactly what's happened here in this series.
He escapes the pocket. Using his legs on the scramble. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Nice job of this defense taking away the primary receiver, even the second and third option. But the quarterback's legs are the difference. They almost kept him short, but instead, he gets that first down.
And the Huskers with 1st and 10 here. Quarterback making some changes at the line. First down, looking to throw the ball. Swarm with a pass rush, a sack.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
This offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He's wide open. Look out. Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Short pass finds the tight end. They get him to the ground, but it's 1st down now at the 28.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain in a 1st down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
How aggressive will they be on this 1st down play? Now they're running on the toss.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. If I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Now this is the 8th play on this drive. Play action fake, looking to throw. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
Well, this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance. He gets out of the pressure off to his right. But man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass. And it's good right down the middle.
So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. The shotgun running play call. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
So 2nd and 7 after the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. He gets loose. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
On 3rd and short, to try to pick it up on the ground. 0 running room, stop right at the line of scrimmage. So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Complete with the running back, but can he get there? They've got him, but not before making first down yards. They'll move the ball to the 41.
Bit of a risky decision here to go for it on your own side of the 50, but guess what? They make it work. Keep the sticks moving.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Look out. Room to run here. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
How about this run here by this Virginia Tech running back to be able to pick up this first down? And, man, they've had a lot of speed over the years in that backfield at Lane Stadium. Kevin Jones and David Wilson and Lee Suggs. Now we're seeing this young man today being able to run the football very similar fashion.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's an out route, the catch made. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Wants to throw it. Looking to set up a screen pass here. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Chris, it really looked to me like those linebackers in zone coverage had their eyes in the backfield looking at the quarterback. They lost the running back sneaking out on that angle route. I thought the quarterback did a nice job of waiting, being patient, and then making a nice throw for a first down.
And the Hokies will have 1st and 10 here. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he goes nowhere. Stop pulled behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Moves out of the pocket. Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short on the scramble. Booker, Nebraska has the lead here. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
The offense will go for here on fourth down and 3. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looking to the end zone, and it's picked off in the end zone.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. Settled for a field goal last time out. Can they open things up on this possession? Here's the handoff. He's past the marker and still going. To get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Boy, Chris, this back is so talented. Picks up another first down. The Nebraska faithful love to see the ball in his hands, just like they've loved to see the backs over the years. Think about T.O., Tom Osborne, when he had the backs going, Mike Rozier, Lawrence Phillips, and Amon Green, Roger Craig going way back. More recently, Amir Abdullah, Rex Burkhead. Boy, oh boy, they've had some fun backs to watch.
Second down, we're going to throw it. He finds that big tight end for a short pass. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Harper. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
This defense has got to do a better job in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, and this offense could have 50 on you by the end of this game.
First down here for this offense. Looking to throw here. Running back grabs it on a screen. Finds room at the 30. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Chris, as this play was unfolding, the only thing I wanted to know was he going to get the ball over the defense to the running back. Once the back caught the ball, look out. Big yards ahead.
Here we go. That huge explosive play has set the offense up in the red zone. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Huskers will line up now. It's first and goal. First and goal. They'll try to run it in. He fights in for the score. Touchdown, Huskers.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that second level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
Point after, not right through. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fielded near the end line. He's going to come out with it. Tackle at the 7-yard line. That's good coverage, but a bad decision to bring it out. quickly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Snags a quick throw. Finding space at the 20. Tackle made at the 23 as they gain some important breathing room.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play, or if they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Got the first down and still motoring.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. And looking to throw now on first down. Lets it go quickly. Wide open downfield. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Hokies will line up on 1st and 10. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. On the move now. Fires it on the move. And the sophomore, a little bit too much air under that throw.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Looking downfield near the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. A much-needed counterpunch delivered.
That is hours and hours of practice right here by this receiver. Great job of not only going up and making the catch, but do you have the awareness to come down and get the toe down at the side of the end zone? That is a thing of beauty by the receiver for a touchdown.
The extra point is good. They trail by 3 now, 10-7. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. They'll hand it off. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Now it's 2nd down here. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We'll see if the offense here can build on this lead before the break. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. The Cornhuskers will crank up the tempo. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Caught in the flat by the running back. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Quarterback now all alone in the backfield. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And they get the completion. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
And they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
That completion sets up a 2nd down play. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Running out of time in the pocket. The defense all over. They stop him right at the line.
Well, the defense does a good job of pressuring the quarterback, but really impressed with the quarterback's effort. Not only does he pull out of that, but he's able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
Come up on 3rd down. Solid drive. Defense trying to get off the field here. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Clutch conversion on 3rd there. Sets him up 1st down from the 31.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
The Cornhuskers starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. Looking to scramble. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. 2nd down after that previous play. Drops back in the gun. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half. The talk strategy here.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
3rd and short here in this playoff. It's the 9th play of the drive coming up. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Bit of a gamble here. Offense going for it on 4th down. And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. After making his first attempt, this one is from 38 yards out. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
Chris, they get the 3 points, but looking back at it, 4th and inches. Pretty conservative call there. I really thought they would have gone for it.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Looking to throw it on 1st down. Receiver makes the catch. Breaks loose at the 45. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Handoff here from the shotgun. Picks up the first, looking for more. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes onto the field. Knocks that one right down the middle. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Virginia Tech.
kick this away to get the second half going. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. Hoping to click here at the beginning of the third quarter, trying to make up this deficit. First play of the second half is a handoff. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He escapes the pocket. Breaks into open space. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll run it from the gun. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
The ball is caught. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Defense is coming after him. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
Great job by this defense once again on that third down, and now we get to fourth down. And you start to think about things here as we get into the second half, Chris. You go for it, you make it, everybody's happy. If you go for it on fourth down and you don't get it, now you're giving your opponent the football in pretty good field position.
Offense choosing to go for it here on fourth down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Moves out of the pocket. He's looking to scramble. The sophomore calls his own number and keeps this drive moving.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
Chris, what a great call here by this defense. They're playing man coverage. The free safety kind of roaming the middle of the field. Uses his eyes to be able to read the quarterback and really anticipates the throw to come up with that interception.
Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Sideline throw caught, but not enough for a first down. Offense looking to convert on third and short from the 27. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Makes a quick grab. He picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, especially on third down. Get him the ball.
Receivers are bunched together. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Bringing pressure. Picks it up himself and still going. Tackle finally made at the 37. It'll be 1st and 10 from there.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
The Huskers looking to keep this drive moving. Looking to scramble to his left. And they get him down, but that's a solid gain there that moved the sticks using his feet.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
On the move now. And that's out of bounds after a decent gain.
Love the aggressive mindset from the play caller here on first down. Take a shot downfield. One thing is, they're all covered. Nobody's open. He gets flushed out of the pocket, decides to run towards the boundary and gets out of bounds, and a good gain and a first down.
The Cornhuskers lining up here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Nebraska.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just leading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's tackled at the 6. Bad field position. Don't know why he brought that out. So the drive will begin backed up at their own 6-yard line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch made on the left side. Completion makes it 2nd and short. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He's going to take off here. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Well, this is a great job here. Looks downfield, nobody open, takes off and tries to use his legs to go for it, and gets to the sidelines, gets out of bounds, avoids the hit, and most importantly, he got that first down.
He's running out of time here.
Oh, cool. Come on, throw the ball.
Affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Well, there aren't very many things that can get to a quarterback of this magnitude. But I think it's safe to say that good pressure by the defense can get to any quarterback.
From the shotgun, handed off inside. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
He breaks through.
He'll take the first.
Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down. The Hokies will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
Well, he pays for this one. Heads-up play to use his feet to get the first down, but, man, did he get blasted at the end of that one.
First down. They're going to throw the football. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, what a grab! Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
The offense really clicking against this battle defense. First down, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
Boy, what an accurate throw here by this Virginia Tech quarterback. And you and I over the years have seen a lot of great quarterback play when it comes to throwing the football. Michael Vick, of course, could make those throws. Tyrod Taylor, Brian Randall, Jim Druckenmiller. Boy, some great quarterback play and lofty standards to try to live up to.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Breaks an open space.
Come on, you gotta block that end, dude.
First down marker, and that'll do it in the third quarter of play. Booker, Nebraska has the lead here. And as we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish.
Oh, let's see here. What can we do? What can we do? Let me look at it.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
I think that's really good recognition there by the quarterback and offensive coordinator, the defensive lineman, to go with the touch pass, and the execution is solid. They'll reset the downs after picking up the first.
He'll hand it off. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. Defense cannot get this offense to 4th down. Offense continues the long drive. Second down, we're going to throw it. Deep shot toward the end zone.
Threw it too late.
But it's incomplete.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
After the second down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on 3rd down and 8. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. On the run here. Lets it go. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Well, they've had a great rhythm throughout this drive. Over 70 yards on the drive, but now an incompletion. And it brings up a big 4th down to see if they can keep this going.
Makes it look easy.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Kicker out there again to boot it away. And now before the kickoff, a timeout has been taken by the receiving team. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. It's a squib kick picked up by one of the blockers. And after a very solid kick return, they'll tackle him at the 36. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Here's the second down play. There's the handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
That run sets up an important third down call for this offense. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. The pass rush closing in. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked.
Well, I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Leading here in the fourth quarter, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to stretch the lead and keep possession. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. The pocket breaking down. Can't connect downfield, incomplete, and a turnover on downs.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? And again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Oh, there's the stiff arm. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 30 and a first down.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
First and 10 play coming up. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Caught by the receiver. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Simple pitch and catch on the drag route. Quarterbacks love these routes because they're short throws, but those yards after the catch kind of pad your stats.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Catch made on the out route. Tackle at the 8 after the completion. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
Chris, a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. Quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
Big opportunity for the offense to tie this game up in the fourth quarter. It's first and goal. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. First and goal, handoff. Went it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Going to throw it here on second down. Looking to scramble. Touchdown, Hokies. The quarterback takes it in himself.
Man, Chris, even in this condensed space down in the red zone, a superior athlete is just eventually going to be a superior athlete. You hesitate for a second, and this guy's going to make you pay, and the defense here was left with the bill.
And the important PAT is up and good. We're tied in the fourth. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it in fourth down in their territory and got stopped. Let's fly to the wideout.
picked that off.
A lot of heat on that throw. At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Here we go. Crucial play coming up. It's 3rd down and 3. Makes a quick catch. The Cornhuskers are moving quickly down the field. And
I knew it was on.
As we reach the final 2 minutes of play. And the Huskers have 1st and 10 here. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
Caught up.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Stringing 1st downs together now. They've got it at the 48. From the shotgun now. Here's a handoff inside.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on 1st down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this 2nd down.
Gain makes it 2nd and medium. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man.
Yes, sir.
Defense has it for a takeaway.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
So first play of the drive coming here. They'll start at their own 49. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
Same tailback, another carry. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Pressure is coming. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is going to get after him. They get upfield. They have a great pass rush. What do they create? Space and running lanes. And he takes off and picks up some nice yards.
Grab by the receiver.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a 2nd or 3rd option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure a victory.
And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. Third down play for this offense. Design quarterback run. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain. And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock. So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. It's good. This playoff run continues with a kick for the ages. That's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. And they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that's going to wrap it up. The loser starts the offseason. The winner moves on. And so do we. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.